Hello everybody, Artisan Loom here with a tutorial of an original design of mine. I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to call it yet, but this is a Christmas themed one, so I was thinking of maybe going with Yuletide, but I'm not 100% sure. But by the time this is published, it'll have a name and it'll have a nice edit with it as well. But this is pretty Christmas color, so I'm showing you the exact one I'm going to make because I've already created this and I wanted to show you what it looked like before you went and did it. So I decided to put beads in the center just to kind of give it that cool effect, and then just not go overkill with all the beads. And I did the sides with the multicolored because I have a charm that I would like to put on it possibly, and I figured the colors matched up pretty well right there with it. So it's either going to be that one or it's going to be the bow. I haven't figured it out yet. But anyway, I wanted to show you the size of it. So I have an average size wrist. I think it's like a 6.5. But if I put it on, this is where it takes me, without being putting a what do you call it? A clasp on. So this is like perfect size if you're going to put a nice, beautiful clasp on it, versus or you can go 2 1/4 looms up when you make the design if you choose not to put an extension. But if you choose to put an extension, you can, and you don't know how to do it, you can search my YouTube, and I have a video up there showing you how to make an extension. Or you can head on over to, well, I'm not sure she's made the video yet. Lila's Gigi was going to show how to put clasps on. So so she does really nice clasps. I don't think she's done it yet, but anyhow, I know she's planning on it. But I just wanted to show you the size of it, the colors of it, exactly what it's going to look like at the end. Now I will show you one. Oh, let me show you the back too. This is the back. Isn't that kind of cool how the center is? So if you choose to use it this way, you could, but this is not considered the signature side. But it's kind of neat. It lays flat. That's what I like about it. I usually make my designs way too tight to where they don't lay flat. But I'll show you one that I started, that I did a prototype on. I don't like doing prototypes, but I really felt I needed to do a prototype for this one. So this is what it looked like at first. Now I chose to do this white bands differently than this one. So I just wasn't too keen on how the white bands looked. But I thought it was cool how it had 2 single chains. And if you look in the center, it's got the line that goes through it. Okay? So I thought it kind of looked neat. And this is what the other side looked like. So I went for that. Anyhow, I hope that it's not too confusing. I want to remind you to be extremely careful when you loop up your center chains, that you don't forget any. I've made this twice now because I missed a band. This one's perfect. It has nothing wrong with it, but I had to take it apart and fix it because I skipped a band. Just be really careful about the bands and making sure they're all looped up. Okay, well, head on over to the tutorial and we'll see you at the end. Okay, so I'm going to do the border in like the pearl white. And what I've done is I've taken some, let me just show you one of each color. I'm going to bead the border with seed beads, and I'm going to use red, gold, and green. And that's what I'm going to put on the border, going up every other one, I do believe. Instead of every one, I'm going to do every other one. And that should look pretty good. So what we're going to do is we're going to start here in the center. We're going to go one in the center like that. Then we're going to go out to the right twice. And then we're going to go up. Okay, and then on this side, you're going to go to the right. just have some over here too. And I'm trying to work with my left hand. Okay, and then go up twice. Okay, you're going to follow that all the way to the top until you reach right here. So your second one from the top, you're going to stop here, you're going to come over, and then here. Stop here, which is the second one from the top, come over and meet right here, and don't put anything in the center because that's where our cat band's going to be. So go ahead and finish your border. Well, actually, you know what? We're going to bead the border. I forgot. Well, that's how you're going to end it at the top, but we're going to bead it. So we're going to do one plain band, and then I'll just use green, and we'll just alternate all of the colors. So green, and then we'll do a plain band. Then we'll do red, plain band, and then we'll do gold, plain band. Okay, you're going to do the exact same thing that you did on this side as far as the colors go on this side, and then close it up the way I showed you just a second ago. Okay, so this is what your loom should look like as of right now. Second one from the top over, and leave this open. Okay, so now what we're going to do is I'm going to use my peridot, which is a 600 count. It has green, the dark green with the gold on the outside. I think that'd be really cute. I absolutely love that color. And so what we're going to do is we're going to work on right here. Okay, so we're going to go up one. I'm going to try to keep my bands straight as much as possible. They're going to get mixed up regardless, but we're just going to try it. So one on the second pin bar, one up, and then one over. And then one up. Well, come on, get straight. I won't spend my whole time trying to straighten the bands, but I'm going to go off camera once I get a good... So up one, over, up one, over, up one, and you can always rewind, and over. Okay, so that's what we have there. So on this side, we're going to go up one, on the fifth pin bar, one, two, three, yeah, fifth pin bar, one up, one over, one up, one over, one up, and then one over. So do that all the way up to the end of the loom. Okay, so this is what your loom should look like at the very top. It ends with one going across here and then one forward on either side. Okay, now we've got to work on the center, and it's going to be 2 single chains. And what we're going to do is, I went ahead and beaded up some white bands. This is the pearl white again, the same as the border color. And they're the LE ones. And I put a 6/0 seed bead in red on it. And I'm going to do a little thing here. If you're not going to bead it, you don't have to. It'll look like it has 2 single chains going up, but it's kind of a neat look to it when it gets all done. But anyhow, I'm going to bead it, but I'm only bead certain sections of it. So what we're going to do is you're going to do a single chain going up the third pin bar and the fourth straight up. So I'm going to do every other one. So a plain band, a beaded band, plain band, beaded band. Okay, just like that. I'll do a couple more. Plain band, beaded band. Okay, so that's what it's going to look like going up on this one, and I'm going to do every other one just like that. Over here, I'm going to alternate. I'm going to start out right here on the third pin bar where there was a plain band that started first. I'm going to do a beaded band on the fourth pin bar. And then I'm going to do a plain band. So I'm kind of staggering them a bit, okay? So beaded band, plain band. So hard with these nails. Ugh. Beaded band, plain band, beaded band. So and then a plain. So you can see how they're kind of staggered here as far as the beads go. That's the look I'm going for the center. So, but you can bead every bead, or you can bead every other, or you can stagger them, however you want to do. But, or you don't have to use any. So you're going to do that going all the way to the top. Okay, now that we have that done, I'm going to do zigzags in glitter gold. And what I'm going to do is start on, well, I guess I could start on the second pin bar, and we're going to go out diagonal to the right and then just do simple zigzags going up like so. Okay, you're going to do the same thing over here on the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th pin bar. Start your zigzag going out towards the left, and there you are. Okay, and do that the rest of the way up to the end of the loom, please. Okay, so I did the zigzags going all the way up till you get to the very end of your loom, and it ends right here on the 2nd and the 5th pin bar. Okay, now we've got to work on the center part. You're going to need, well, I would say good quality stretchy bands, but to be honest with you, I'm using LE, so I guess it's okay to use LE. Okay, so what we're going to do is make squares. Let me grab. Okay, so we're just going to take on the 3rd pin bar and 4th pin bar, we're just going to go up and make a square. Okay, just like that. Then we're going to go up to the next pin and make a square, like so. Go to the next one and make a square. Okay, we're going to do squares going all the way to the very end. So go ahead and finish that for me. Okay, so now that we've got all the squares all the way down to the top, the very last one went over these last 4 pegs, okay? Now we've got to turn the loom around. We're all done with the band placement. So we'll turn the loom around, and you need to have a double cap band. So you're going to make a double cap band like so, and then put it on these 2 pegs right there in the center. Okay? Now we can go ahead and loop it up. So what we're going to do is loop back all the squares. So we got to go in through here, make sure there should be 3 bands here. You want to go under the 2 and get that one. And this is part of the square. So we're going to grab it and then just bring it back to itself. Grab it, bring it back to itself. Just like so. Just like so, all the way down to the end. Okay? When you get done, push your bands down. So go ahead and finish that up. Okay, so now we've got these zigzags. Couldn't think of them there for a second. And I think what we're going to do is go ahead and move and just loop them from this 3rd pin bar back towards the 2nd pin bar. I think that's what we're going to do. So we're going to go right here and grab the one that's on top, bring it back to itself, bring it back to itself, bring it back to itself. Always coming in from this 3rd pin bar and bringing it back to itself. So yes, I do believe that's the route we're going to go for this. This is a very simple step. Don't need to make it too difficult. Okay. And we'll do the same thing on this side. We'll go and bring it down to the right. Always coming in from this 4th pin bar over towards the border area. And that's what we're going to do, just like so. Okay, so if you could finish that up for me, that would be wonderful. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is work on these green bands here, the peridot bands. And what we're going to do is you have a band going up and then a band going this way. So we're going to go, instead of starting here, we're going to go to the second pin bar, this third peg up, and we're going to grab the band going straight up and down. And we're, instead of bringing it back to itself like normal, we're going to carry it over here to the diagonally to the down to the left. Okay, and then what we're going to do is go into this second pin bar, or this the third peg up, and just go straight back out. Okay, like that. And instead of coming back in here and bringing it straight forward, we're just going to go into this third peg here, grab the band that's going straight up and down, and carry it and connect it back right there over diagonally to the left. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. So then these bands will automatically go straight over to the border, and then the ones going up and down, you'll go to the top of it and bring it downward. Okay, so this one will go to the left, and then we're going to hop up one, grab that green band, and then connect it to the lower left right there. So then this one goes all the way to the left, pop up here, and then connect it like so. Okay, and you're going to do that all the way to the end. So on this side, we're going to go to the fifth pin bar, the band that's going straight up and down. Okay, I'm going to go into the second. When I say second, I mean from the border, the second peg. And I'm going to bring this one diagonally down to the lower right. Okay, hitting the border. Then this band will go straight over to the right. And then we're going to hop up one and grab that chain, the band going straight up and down, and we're going to connect it right there. Okay, make sure I have that right. Do I have that right? Yes. And then bring this band straight over, hop up one, grab it, and connect it here towards the border. Then straight over to the right, hop one up one, going through all those gold bands, grab that peridot band and bring it to the border. And then this one goes out to the right. So go ahead and do that the entire way up the loom. Okay, so now that we have that part done, I don't know if you can see right here in between every peg, there's that band that didn't get caught on every peg, see? So what we need to do is do the single chain going up. We're just going to loop it back up. So we'll take it from here and we'll just grab it and move it forward. Go into each one and just bring it forward. Okay, that's all we're doing, and this will become a single chain going up. Same thing on this side. We're going to go in through the fifth pin bar, grab it and bring it forward. Okay, and that way it all gets caught and it will not fall apart. So go ahead and do your single chains going all the way up. Okay, so now that we're done with those chains going up, we have to work these center chains that have the beads on them. I'm not sure how this is going to come out beaded, but we're going to give it a try. So instead of doing a single chain, you know, going up, all the way up, we're going to go around the peg. So we're going to go in through this cap band, we're going to grab that single chain, and instead of bringing it back to itself, we're going to go to the right of it and bring it like so. Okay? So it's going around that peg. Then we're going to grab the next one, do the same thing. Instead of bringing it up, we're going to go around the peg and bring it to the one above it. So we're going to grab this peg or band, bring it around the one and bring it up above it. And we're going to do that the entire way up. So same with over here. We're going to grab this band, and instead of bringing it here, we're going to go around that peg, bring it to the one above, go in and go around that peg and bring it to the one above, go around the peg and bring it to the one above. So you're going to finish that to the end. Okay, so we finished this all the way to the top. Let me just show you. There's this last band that goes straight up and down, and we don't have another peg to put it on, so we just grab it and bring it forward. And this will be your last one. Take it to the border. Okay, now all we have to do is the border. So you go in through the cat band and just follow it around like a normal border. Okay, super simple, so basic, easy peasy, beautiful cover girl. Ah, corny. Okay, so I'm going to bring this all the way up. And I'm going to let you finish, because that's how much trust I have in you to finish the border. And then meet me with the C-clip. We'll take this off the loom and just hope that it turns out okay. I'm not 100% sure of the colors, but this is the charm I would like to put on it, so that's why I chose. We don't have a very good red, like a really pretty red for rainbow loom colors. The colors are off. So like the red sweets is just pink. You know, we don't have a really good vibrant deep red. But then, you know, it has all the other colors in it. So that's why I chose to keep the red on just the center seed beads. So anyhow, go ahead and finish your border, and then we'll finish up. Okay, we're ready. Finish that all the way to the top. And then I'm going to go in through this last peg, bring it up. I'm going to hold it with my finger, go in, and grab the other side, and then put both of them on my hook like so. And there we go. They're on my hook, just barely. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and put my C-clip on. Let me watch me fight with this thing because of these nails. Okay, got it. It's nice and secure. I'm going to go ahead and pop this puppy off. There we go. And it's ready to go. So now I'm just going to loosen my bands on the side, just like we always do in every one of my videos, but you never know. Some people, they'll just rip it right off, and not a good idea. So then we just, I'm just going to go through and take them off each individual peg at this point, okay? So I'm just going to do this and take it off the loom, and I'll meet you back, show you what mine looks like. Okay, I took it off the loom and I went ahead and fixed all my bands, untwisted them, except for there's a little fuzzy here. Okay, and so this is the result that I've got. I love it. I moved the beads in the center and untwisted the bands and moved the beads in the center of the bands along the border, so it's really kind of cool looking. Different effect here is the double lines going up. This is what the back looks like. It's pretty cool to use also. If you chose to use it this way, that's kind of a neat effect. This is the way I'm choosing to do it though. And I've got a charm that haven't decided what I'm going to do or how I'm going to put it on yet. That I'm going to put in the center. Okay, now I got to come up with a name. And by the time that this gets published or uploaded to YouTube, it'll have a name. So anyhow, I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you decide to make one. If you do, could you please tag and hashtag your renditions to me, Artisan Loom, and also give me a big thumbs up and subscribe. Okay, well, until the next tutorial, Merry Christmas, everybody.